Black women, dehumanization, objectification, and stereotype. The dehumanization of Black women has been a pervasive issue throughout history and continues to manifest in various forms today.
I am not a toy you can play with when you're bored or lonely or horny. I am not a fantasy.
Chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know.
I don't know if I could handle like some of those black chicks. It's like,
it's kind of like you really got to be good at what you're doing, right?
well, I don't want to fuck somebody who's on FaceTime the whole time, A. And B, here's the craziest part is, though, some black women, it seem like they back, dog. That's the thing. I don't know if I
that's
can
what I'm
handle
saying.
it, but yeah.
It's kind of intimidating.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if I can handle it, bro.
You got to be like fucking consistently, kind of, I feel.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, kind of like, do you want this like, yeah. I don't think I got this. I'm not that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would, but I don't think I'm all
underwhelm.
Right. Yeah, I don't want to underwhelm, bro. And I don't want to go into a place where I know I'm going to underwhelm. That's the thing.
No. Dehumanization refers to the process of depriving individuals or groups of their human qualities, rights, or dignity. Black women have been subjected to intersecting forms of discrimination and marginalization due to their race and gender, leading to their dehumanization in both societal structures and cultural narratives.
Chicks are just not into me, really. I don't know.
I don't know if I could handle like some of those black.
Sorry, did I just get back from a 10-day vacation? Because there seems to be a lot to unpack here. To start, I don't think it's a coincidence that black chicks are just not into you. It might have something to do with the fact that you say this garbage and post it on the internet like you're Aristotle. I'm desperate, single, and bisexual, and I'm not into you. Then we have the Dollar General Kid Rock. I'll let the record show I didn't think you could handle black chicks. I don't even think you can handle communicating honestly with your barber. I will say I do feel a little bit bad for these guys' buttholes. I mean, they have to be pretty jealous of all the shit coming out of their mouths.
I don't know.
I don't know if I could.
It's not the job of black women to boost your ego or help you fulfill some freaky fetish fantasy, dog. This be the type of shit I be talking about when I be cautioning other black people about jumping into interracial relationships, because this is the type of shit we gotta deal with. We gotta sit there and wonder, oh, does this person really love and care about me, or are they just trying to fulfill some freaky fantasy like it's 1865? And I'm honestly not surprised that they said that shit, because any conversation I ever had with a white dude and we talking about women, 9 times out of 10 they always bring up, oh, I never been with a black girl before, or black women intimidate me. And I always gotta let them know, like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to help you fulfill some kinky quest, bro.
Black.
I don't speak for black women, and people should listen to their voices as priority over mine. But as a black man, I am tired of non-black people fetishizing and stereotyping black people, whether it's over-sexualizing black men that I deal with on a daily basis in dating apps and in the real world, or, you know, stereotyping black women, trying to demonize them. And that's just extremely problematic, ignorant, and disrespectful. And so these guys here are just, no black person wants to date you. Like, I would hope, you know, maybe there's a minority, but most black people would never want to even be friends with you. Like, I'm sorry. That's, you are relying on stereotypes and not, reality.
Some of those black.
Honestly, out of all the stereotypes black women have to deal with, this has to be the most annoying stereotype and narrative. As black women, we can't literally just exist without being hypersexualized. And then colorism comes to play within that. I firsthand experience this all the time when I go out. You can always leave it up to white men to ask the dumbest questions or say the dumbest things to you. Why are we always the topic of discussion? Why can't we just exist in peace? Black women, we're not allowed to be shy, reserved. We're not allowed to not want to be hypersexualized. I'm just so sick of it. If you have nothing good to say about us, then just stop talking about us. We don't need your attention. We are the blueprint, and we don't need you on your dumb podcast talking about us. Only for you to be racist and further push these negative, false stereotypes.
Chicks are just not into me, really.
Ooh, it's a lot to unpack from that video. First of all, Eden and Eddie, I don't know who invited y'all. That was absolutely disgusting. Second of all, seeing the comments, seeing the black men that are actually justifying what they're saying is disturbing. They literally are talking about black women the way that the slave masters probably talked about black women. and they think it's cool. And what are you talking about? You don't need to be on FaceTime all the time. Or the jail comment. Like, what is that? What is that, sir? And the fact that you were so comfortable on that podcast to say that, and I hate to say this because a lot of black men have okayed this foolishness because black men want to be able to say the same thing that Master's saying without any consequences. This was disturbing. This was heartbreaking. I don't even know what to say about you doing better. Like, this was trash.
Historical context. Black women have faced dehumanization through slavery, where they were treated as properties rather than human beings with rights and dignity. They were subjected to different forms of exploitations, violence, and degradation. Stereotypes and misrepresentations. In popular culture, media, and literature, black women have often been portrayed through stereotypes that reduce them to one-dimensional caricatures, such as the Jezebel stereotype, portraying them as hypersexual, or the angry black woman stereotypes, which invalidates their emotions and experiences.
3 common stereotypes of black women that we still see portrayed in the media to this day. First is the Jezebel stereotype, and Jezebel is typically portrayed as a black woman who was overly sexualized, who used her looks to get what she wanted. Her power was within her seductiveness, and she used that power to get whatever she wanted, which made her seem unruly. Sula from the novel Sula is a good example of the Jezebel stereotype. Next is the Mammy stereotype, and Mammy was typically portrayed as an overweight black woman who was the caregiver of the white family. She loved her job, and in order to keep people from thinking that her white slave master would want her sexually, she was often depicted to be unattractive. Minnie from The Help is a good example of the Mammy stereotype, and also I really love Octavia Spencer. And last is the Sapphire stereotype, who was the dominant black woman who never took crap from anybody and always stuck up for herself. Sophia from The Color Purple is an excellent example of the Sapphire stereotype. And the Sapphire stereotype is modernly seen as the sassy black woman. All of these stereotypes give off false representations of black women.
Intersectionality. Intersectionality, a term coined by Kimberly Crenshaw, highlights how multiple aspects of identity, such as age, gender, class, sexuality, intersect to shape experiences of oppression. Black women often face unique forms of discrimination due to the intersection of racism and sexism, which can lead to their dehumanization being compounded. Objectification and fetishization. Black women are frequently objectified and fetishized, reducing them to mere objects of desire rather than individuals with agency and autonomy. This can be seen in various industries like fashion, entertainment, and pornography. Institutional discrimination. Black women experience disparities in areas such as healthcare, employment, education, and criminal justice due to systemic racism and sexism. These disparities reflect dehumanization embedded within the institutional structures.
If there was any specialty that I would switch to from the emergency room, it would be labor and delivery. Because black women are 3 times more likely to die than white women while giving birth. A black woman who is college educated is more likely to die while giving birth than a white woman who didn't even graduate high school. Black women are twice as likely to develop maternal sepsis than our white counterparts. Why does this happen? Because our concerns are never taken as seriously. We are often neglected in the healthcare system. And amongst a lot of other reasons on why I wanted to become a nurse, this took major priority. I make sure to advocate for all of my patients, but especially us, because we are often neglected. Just because we're black doesn't mean that we don't feel pain. It doesn't mean that we're over-exaggerating. It doesn't mean that you sweep our symptoms under the rug. And once again, this is why my page exists, to advocate for black healthcare professionals, black patients, and to encourage black nurses to go into specialties.
Violence and criminalization. Black women are disproportionately affected by violence both within their communities and at the hands of law enforcement. The criminalization of black women often leads to their dehumanization in the criminal justice system, where they may be unfairly targeted, harshly sentenced, or denied justice. Resilience and resistance. Despite facing systemic dehumanization, black women have continuously resisted and challenged oppressive structures. They have played a pivotal role in social justice movements, advocating for their rights and the rights of the marginalized communities as a whole. Addressing the dehumanization of black women requires a comprehensive approach that challenges the systemic racism, sexism, and other intersecting forms of oppression. This includes amplifying Black women's voices and experiences, dismantling stereotypes and promoting diversity and inclusion, and advocating for policies that addresses the unique need and challenges of Black women in the society. So guys, this is all I have for you all in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, and bye.